Good, beautiful morning, everybody, and welcome to the Saturday edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul, which is the meditation segment of our weekly program, which we run on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays weekly at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. My name is William Michael Forbes. I'm a spiritual medium, a channel, and an intuitive life coach. And today I have with me a group called the Ascended, and their energy, and their knowledge, and their wisdom. And the primary consideration they wanted to bring out is, whom should you trust? Who should you trust? And it's to give you some insight and understanding about the most powerful source of information and knowledge that's available to you directly. They say that it's not important that you have a name for this source of limitless knowledge, but it is important that you recognize that it is not in the world around you. You can see it, but you cannot know it in the world around you in the way that you must and need to know it within you. Much of what happens in your present society and in previous societies is a great distraction. A distraction by your leaders, a distraction by your senses, a distraction by your mind that keeps you in a very small and limited sphere of information, understanding, and knowledge. What humanity knows and understands is very small, comparatively speaking, in relation to the consciousness that lays deep within you, that has communion and connection to all that is, from within what is. You've been taught to believe that you should look in the world, you should worry about survival, you should concern yourself with the things only of this world that are around you. And from the perspective of survival, that is quite true. However, from the perspective of awakening, the world is a distraction that keeps you away from your true nature, your true function, and your true reason for being in this world. There are many that will tell you you can be this and you can be that and you can do this and you may become this. These are all things that are external to yourself. We had a communication earlier that referred to the consideration that there is an intelligence within you, not of man, but an intelligence within you that beats your heart and digests your food and circulates your blood, performing functions that you are rarely, if ever, mindful of. But those functions occur and you know they occur. You trust they will occur. That your liver and your pancreas will function in a very specific way. You learn to trust in that. And the vast majority of you have bodies that function somewhat normally. But you depend on an intelligence to perform those functions that you yourself cannot perform. Nor can any doctor perform many of these functions. Yes, there have been innovations and manifestations of technology that can temporarily augment failures in your organs, such as your systems of dialysis, your systems of medicine that can augment and help some dysfunctional organs, such as the pancreas, your injections of insulin, dialysis, pacemakers, and other devices that can sustain and maintain the body temporarily. But ultimately, the acts of man and the acts of this consciousness that lays within you, deep within you, that knows how, when, and what to do precisely and specifically, Many of you believe that when something goes wrong in your body, that there is something wrong with you. We want you to understand that within you there is a great power, an infinite and limitless knowledge beyond what you've been taught to know and believe from the words and thoughts and ideas of man. You have been taught to believe certain fundamental things about what you are, who you are. And you stay within the confines of this construction of your individuality. Many of you rarely venturing out beyond the sphere of your personalities. And what do we mean by that when we say to venture beyond the sphere of your personality? Your personality is the collaboration of information that you have in your mind that you've acquired from this physical dimension. These are things that you've acquired from this physical dimension through your eyes, through your ears, through your touch, through your taste, through your smell. You've acquired information and experience that form a composite that becomes what you call who you think you are. But it is not the whole of you, and the vast majority of you keep yourselves confined within the boundaries of that information, the beliefs, the ideas, the considerations that you've been given and have acquired only from this physical world. And rarely do you have the opportunity to move beyond that realm unless you so choose to go beyond it. That you so choose to go beyond it. It must be a choice, but the vast majority of you believe that the only source that you can trust or believe in is the source of information that you have in your own minds. But much of that for many of you is unreliable and untrustworthy, which is why so many of you are suffering. So many of you wish to escape your lives, not because you want to escape your life, but because you want to escape the suffering that exists in your mind and in your world over which you believe you have no control or authority. And we're here to say to you that is absolutely not true. What we want to bring you towards today is a consideration. Because we would not give you a label of something being any form of a god or a deity. It is for you to define if there is such a thing from your own experience and not from the function of information that we'd offer you. And so we will afford you the chance today to begin to explore beyond the confines of this structured personality that you've been creating throughout your span of life in the body that you hear these words through right now. The information that has been given into your mind by your environments, your parents, your teachers, your friends, your systems of the senses, sight and sound and touch and taste and smell, that have loaned themselves to a construction that you call me. I am John. I am Betty. I am Mark. This structure of personality is not the whole of you. And those of you that are conditioned or trained into thoughts and beliefs and ideas that are not so beneficial, that you would seek to escape them, well, let us say this will give you the opportunity to know that there is a way to move beyond the limits and structures of the personality that may be keeping you in the illusion that there's something fundamentally wrong with you when nothing could be further from the truth. There is nothing wrong with you. There may be elements of information, idea, belief, and experience that have led you to believe that something is true or not true, that may make you feel a certain way. And yet, there is a simple, direct, elegant process that we want to share with you today, that you can know that there is a pathway within yourself away from your suffering and towards your true nature and towards this source of information, knowledge, and wisdom that far exceeds any that you can find in this world from another. That there is a source of information beyond the structure of your personality, which you must learn to venture beyond. You must learn to venture beyond what you know. And if you can venture beyond what you will know something that you do not. For if what you know causes you to suffer, if what you see and observe in this world pains you, then what you know pains you. What you experience is uncomfortable. And yet there is a fundamental and simple way to begin to move yourself away from the confines and constrictions of beliefs, ideas, and experiences that may be impeding you from understanding and fully appreciating the value of who and what you truly are as a spiritual or entity of consciousness, that you yourself can do this, that it is not complex, it is not difficult, and that you are capable and fully able to move away from your suffering back into the state of your being that fully and accurately reflects and gives you a sense of being that lets you know there is nothing wrong with you in the truest sense of that word. There is nothing wrong with you. But in order to get to this position of perception and consciousness, there are several simple and easy to follow steps to guide you to that place within yourself, in which and through which all knowledge and all information may become available to you if you can learn to open yourself to that realm of perception in the same fashion that you have remained open to this world of the five physical senses, where you've simply been open to receiving sight and sound and smell and touch and taste. That you've been open to this world your entire life as you hear these words. And so we say to you to be open to another realm of information beyond the realm of your five physical senses. And so our goal is very direct and simple. And we want you to understand that it is not difficult or complex to move beyond your suffering. If you understand the foundational conceptions of what we will be addressing in taking you on this journey away from the known world that you recognize and identify as who you think you are and what you see and know and observe in the world. We want to take you on the journey away from that known world, at least into the beginning stages of the unknown world, of which you can begin to experience yourself as something different than what you know yourself to be, based upon what the environment of your life has conditioned you to think and feel and believe about yourself. This is not a difficult or complex process. In fact, it is fairly simple when you understand what it is you need to do, what it is you need to think, how it is you need to do and think specific things in order to place your personality aside for a small period of time. If you are looking into a mirror and you are wearing a mask, that is all you will see. What we offer you is the chance to take that mask off for a little while. We do not wish to take your personality from you. We wish to have you look into the mirror a little differently than what your personality allows you to see, as your personality can only reveal to you what is contained within the personality. And so you do not get an accurate reflection of your true nature, because your true nature is not dependent upon the personality, but as some of you may see, your personality will become very dependent on who you truly are. And so you flip the coin around. Instead of the personality governing and determining what you think and what you feel and how you'll live and what you'll say and what you'll do, whether you're rich or whether you're poor, whether you're happy, whether you're sad, that you can flip the coin and have the choice to determine the function of your life, the function of your thoughts, the function of creation as an act of your liberated will unencumbered by the limiting beliefs of your personality. And there are two very simple doorways that you must walk through in getting to this place that we speak of, this place of the unknown, of gaining access to information, ideas, and beliefs that you need to know, but which your personality does not contain. And these two steps, these two doorways, are very easy. The first one is to place your body into a position, preferably one that is relaxed and upright. However, you may also, if you choose to do this, lay the body back and let it rest. But the first step, the first doorway to go through is to get your body into a position where it is open and receptive to your awareness. We emphasize this point, that you want to get your body into a position that it is open and receptive to your awareness, which it always is. But this is in a very different process and for a very different purpose. It's easy to sit the body down, but it is another thing to get the body to be still and quiet, to get it into a state where it is relaxed and undistracted and undisturbed by the environment and by the thoughts in your mind. And so the first step, the first doorway to pass through is the doorway of getting your body into a position where it is simply open and receptive to your awareness, that the sounds of the world around you, the smells, the distractions, do not allow your attention to go to them. You pull your attention inward, away from the world. The world, which is that which sustains and maintains your personality. You pull your attention away from it by giving the body permission to relax. And in the process of giving your body permission to relax, you pull your focus and attention away from the world of sound, of memory, of sight and taste. You pull your attention away. You give your body permission to relax. You use the body's breath as an instruction to your body. You use your breath. Slow and deliberately you breathe into the body. You are now assuming authority over its function by the breath. And you fill your lungs completely, and when you exhale, you allow your body to relax more fully and completely. The goal here is to use your breath, the body's breath, to direct the body to simply relax, to be completely relaxed. You want to give all of the muscles in your body permission to relax. The goal here is to get your body open and receptive to your awareness. So you breathe slowly and you breathe deeply, and you allow the muscles in the face to relax. You allow the shoulders to relax. With each breath, you use your breath to instruct your body to relax. You allow all the muscles in the arms and hands to relax. You use your breath to direct your body and all the muscles in your body to relax fully and completely. You allow the muscles in your back, neck, and shoulders to relax. You can give them permission to relax. You use the breath and instruct the body as you exhale to relax. And with each breath, as you deliberately allow the muscles to relax more fully and completely, you begin to experience the body moving into a state that may even resemble a state of sleep. So as you allow the eyes to close, as you use the breath to let the stomach and the nerves and the organs and the glands to relax, Every breath is a direction you give to the body to allow the muscles, the nerves, the organs, the glands to relax. You can allow the muscles in your stomach and pelvis to relax. You can allow the muscles in your legs and feet to relax, using your breath as the mechanism of suggestion to direct your body to relax fully and completely, so that every breath you take is direction to your body to relax fully and completely. This is the first step in moving your awareness to that place that we speak of. As you continue to breathe slowly, and on your exhale, you gently direct the muscles in the body to relax fully and completely. And that is what you allow the breath to do. That each time you exhale, your body relaxes more fully and completely, and you speak and think those words to your body. As I exhale, you will relax more fully and completely. You speak and think to your body in that way. And allow and feel the muscles as they release and relax and let go. Now, the second step in the process, as the body will continue to relax as you continue to breathe, is to bring your attention to the space in the middle of your head, the space where thoughts, memories, emotions, and considerations and anticipations live, that place where your thoughts, your memories normally occur for you, and you bring your awareness into that space in the middle of your head. And you use the same function of your breath. You draw your breath into the space where your thoughts and your memories and your emotions reside. You draw your breath in there. And you fill the space where your thoughts, your memories, your emotions, and your considerations exist. You fill that space with your breath fully. And when you exhale, you give your mind permission to not think. You exhale and release thoughts, release memories, release emotions from the space in the middle of your head as you exhale. And now you use your breath to continue releasing thought, memory, and emotion from your mind. As you exhale and release thought, memory, and emotion from your mind, you give your mind permission to not think for a little while. So that on your exhale, you're allowing your mind to become quieter, calmer, and more peaceful. Your breath is now used to quiet and calm and steady the thoughts in your mind. You can even think to your mind, if it is a very busy mind, you can think to it, you are perfectly safe. I am with you, and I will take care of you. You can communicate that thought to your mind as you exhale. You are perfectly safe to not think for a little while. You are perfectly safe. You communicate that to your mind, and you continue to breathe into the space of the mind, and you exhale thoughts and memories and emotions and future considerations from the space of your mind. You use your breath. Like air coming out of a balloon, you allow all the thoughts to simply leave with your breath. And you continue to gently use your breath. If thoughts come up, if emotions come up, If memories come up, you gently use your breath. And as you exhale, you release thought, you release emotion, you release memory, and you communicate to the thinking mind you are perfectly safe. You communicate that thought to the space of your mind. And this becomes the second doorway that you begin to cross through as you allow your mind to become quieter and calmer and more peaceful. Under your direction, the goal here is to get your mind open and receptive to your awareness. As you experience thought, memory, emotion getting quieter and calmer, as you release them with your breath, as you experience this, as you allow yourself to go into the direction of giving your mind permission to not think for a little while, using your breath as the device or tool to direct the mind to remain still, quiet, calm, and peaceful. You're placing your mind into a position where, like your body, it becomes open and receptive to your awareness. And this is the second step. In this place where you gain the functional experience that you can indeed quiet your mind, calm your body through the simple act of utilizing your breath, then you begin to reclaim and regain the autonomy and authority over your own mind and body that has been predominantly given to the world. Our goal today is to get you to this position where you can experience yourself as not that which is simply a collage and ongoing movement of thought and memory and emotion, but that you get to experience yourself in a body and in a mind that is quiet and calm and peaceful as an act of your own will, so that you come to fundamentally know that you can change and alter the way your mind and body are functioning as an act of your will and not something that has to be precipitated by something outside of yourself. Now, this realm of information that you do not know, where you can receive answers and information and guidance from the space and place not in this world, is within you. That as you get your mind and body quieter, calmer, and more peaceful, you create a space within yourself in which you can begin to receive knowledge, wisdom, information, solutions, and answers to questions that you do not possess in the confines of your own mind. Questions for which you do not know the answers about do not exist in your mind, but they do exist. And many of you do understand that you know there's a solution to everything in your life. You know this. But in order to get to what you know that you do not know, you must let go of what you know to know what you do not. That is to say, in placing your mind and body into a state where they are quiet, calm, and peaceful. And you can use your breath in any moment. If the mind begins to become active or the body gets fidgety, you simply use the breath of the body to direct the body to relax, to give your mind permission to be quieter, calmer, and more peaceful. You give your mind permission with the breath to relax, to be still, to be open and receptive to your awareness. As you gain the ability to quiet your mind further and further, as you gain experience settling your emotions down with your breath, you'll begin to reclaim the natural and healthy authority and autonomy that you are designed to have over your mind and your body. You are designed to have authority and autonomy over what your mind will think, remember, feel, and believe. In getting your mind quiet, calm, and peaceful, in using your breath to train your mind and train your body into stillness. In that quiet space, you become open and receptive, where you can request and receive information that your mind does not possess. It is that space of consciousness where all new ideas and innovations that come into your world come through this place within you. It's why there are some individuals that receive great ideas and inspiration because they have this space within themselves into which they can receive new ideas and information. If you do not have this space within yourself, then you cannot receive. If a cup is full, you cannot put more liquid in it. And so you must place your mind and your body into a place of open receptivity where you can begin to explore and consider that you can be in a position of open receptivity to receive inspiration, guidance, knowledge, wisdom, truth, and guidance. Now, we are not going to name the source of that infinite spectrum of information, as naming the source would restrict you to a belief. And we do not wish to restrict you to a belief, as it's important that you have no preconceptions about what this is, but that if you can experience what we're suggesting that you experience by using your breath to keep your mind and your body still, quiet, calm, and peaceful, that you use your breath to establish your mind and body into a state of quiet, calm, and peacefulness. In that place, you begin to get liberated from the confines of your personality. That is, the beliefs, the ideas, the experiences, the memories, and the emotions that may restrict or limit you from becoming who and what you're truly capable of becoming. And it is this movement in your consciousness, in your awareness, from being stuck in the confines of what you know and shifting yourself from that to the realm of what you do not know, that you can begin to make profound and fundamental changes in your existence and in your creative process. Those of you that struggle and suffer because not because that is your fate in life. You struggle and suffer because you are attached or bound to beliefs and ideas, emotions, and past experiences from which you do not know how to liberate yourself. This realm of these two steps, you pass through these two doorways of getting the body open and receptive to your awareness and getting your mind quiet and calm and peaceful, that you start to become liberated from your own mind, your past, your emotions, the sensations of the body. You begin to move your awareness into a perceptual realm that is not based in the physical five-sensory world. There is a sensation that we often recognize on individuals who move their awareness from the confines of the personality, from the limits of the body, when you can place your body and mind into a state where they are open and receptive to your awareness. When you achieve that moment to any degree, there are several things that begin to happen that will become very obvious. One is that your body will begin to feel a vibration in it. As you quiet your mind, the restrictions of your beliefs and ideas are lifted from the body. And so energy begins to flow very differently through your body. So some of you that will get as far as getting the body quiet, relaxed, and the mind open and still, that you'll experience a sensation in the body, like a tingling sensation. And that tingling sensation is the liberation and the unrestricted flow of energy through the cells of the body that you can become aware of. Another symptom we observe that people experience at the moment they get the mind quieter, calmer, and more peaceful is a feeling of peace. And that feeling of peace can go far beyond just being a feeling of peace. For those that can drop their heavy burdens from their mind, when you can get your mind quiet and calm and peaceful, and you can use your breath to let these emotional energies be still and calm, you will experience peace. And you will know it because you will be in it. You will know it not because we say it, you will know it because you are in it. The moment you're able to effectively teach your mind to be quiet and calm, you begin to experience quiet and calm. You begin to experience yourself as what you truly are, without the encumbrances of your thoughts and your memories and your emotions. You begin to experience yourself as what you are, not just as a body, not just as a collection of thoughts and memories, but as a being aware that you are aware. And one of the sensations of that state of being can be a function of experience called bliss, where you just are enjoying being free of thought, memory, and emotion. And that feeling of freedom, when you are able to quiet and calm your emotions and your thoughts, that feeling of freedom brings you closer to knowing yourself, who you truly are, outside the confines, the arena of your personality. As you begin to experience yourself as this being, in that state of being, you can begin to evaluate, transform, change, and alter thought, emotion, and biology in profound and simple ways. And this is what we came to bring you to, and we hope that you have brought yourself to this place for yourself. For none can have you make the journey unless you choose to take the journey. You can be shown the way, but you must walk the way. The choice is exclusively yours. But in that place of stillness, that place where the body is at peace, the mind is quiet, where you've established that, and there is nothing that you cannot do, every single one of you can learn to train your mind and body to be still and quiet and peaceful, so that you can begin to know who and what you truly are, and not something that is merely defined by the premises, beliefs, and ideas contained within your mind, which the world has given you. And our goal was very clearly and intently to bring those of you that are able and willing and ready to bring yourself to that place within yourself, that you might get a different experience and understanding of who you are than the one that you know from the familiar thoughts and memories and emotions that you harbor in your mind. Your fears and your anxieties are not who you are. It is our hope that during this time of the great awakening of your species, that you will begin to find the revelation of yourself through this process. That in this process of reconnecting to the essential nature of what you are, as that which is not defined by flesh nor thought, but as a being independent of thought and of flesh, with the capacity and the ability to affect mind and matter in very deliberate, conscious, and intentional ways that your personality, as the world has made it to be, may not allow you to do. You may feel that you cannot do things in life that you truly want to do, but that is not because that is true. It is because you believe that is true. And if you cannot differentiate yourself from your mind and your beliefs, then you will be bound by them. What you will own you. So it becomes very important that you understand, and more importantly, that you experience in whatever fashion you can allow yourself to practice this. At every opportunity throughout your day, you should pause and be still. Let your body, let your mind be directed by you to be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful. Train your mind, train your body to be still, quiet, and peaceful. Train them. And as you train them, you will gain the functional awareness and experience of what you are. And that there's this realm of information and knowledge in the realm of what you do not know. As what you know in your mind, it keeps you bound and restricted to what you know in your mind. This realm of the unknown, what you do not know, has no restrictions on what you can know. For all that is not known is known in that place of the unknown. And only you, by your own will and choice, can go there. You can be guided and led, but you must walk. If we wanted to take you to the top of a mountain, you would have to walk with us. So it is exclusively through the function and utilization of your own willingness to teach your mind and body to be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful, that you can begin to explore beyond what the world tells you is true or not true. That you can embrace the unknowable and bring it into the world. What is not known becomes known when you learn how to explore and access that realm of information. And this is our consideration for you today, that in that unknown you can place great trust and faith. For if what you know only allows you to experience your life in a certain way, then you will only experience your life in that certain way until you explore beyond what you know. It is not what you know that will save you. It is what you do not know that will save you. Do not be afraid of what you do not know. Wow. Thank you, guys. Good morning, everybody. I want to say thank you to the Ascendant for being present today. What a blessing. What a gift. Thank you so much. Where are we? Where are we now? Good morning. Hi, Leslie. Hello, Christy. Hello, Con. Love you too, man. Lauren has a question. Why have I felt so spiritually attacked by low vibrational energies? Because there's a place inside yourself that you have that. You have, in order to attract an experience, you have to have an energetic connection to it. This is not a fault or a flaw or an error, it's an opportunity. You know, that the emotion that you feel around being attacked lives in you somewhere. It's like, I've got this cellular device. Yes, I will. They're just telling me to tell you this. So this cellular device, if I have your phone number, I can call you. And as long as I have your number and I know what your number is, I can connect with you. When you have a certain emotion in your mind or body, when you have a certain emotion stored in your mind or body, it acts as a number, acts like a spiritual cell phone. So you have that emotion, and there are things in the world that can connect to that if it's got that number. So things of fear attract things of fear. Things of anger attract things of anger. So this feeling of being attacked, you need to learn to release the emotion within you that allows that connection to remain open. You need to learn to release that emotion, that fear that's residing within you. Again, what they were saying about that process of breathing and getting the mind quiet, it's the simplest and easiest process. It's not difficult, it's not complex, it's not mysterious. And you need to spend every day, when you got strong, powerful, intense emotions that come up in you, or you're having experiences that upset and frustrate you, the solution is within you to actually get the mind and body to release and let go of those old emotions. And I think you've taken our Masterclass 102, why don't you come and take it again? The 102 begins in, where are you? March the 29th. Our 101 Masterclass Awakening begins March 1st. For those of you that want to get an introduction to spiritual mediumship and connecting your guides and angels, that want to become familiar with how to take back authority and control over your own minds and bodies, then sign up for Masterclass 101 Awakening. It begins March the 1st. And so you've got about 6 weeks left to register for that. But Lauren, take the 102 again. 102 is called liberation. It's about how you begin to completely focus on letting go of old emotions, old thoughts, old patterns of behavior, because you have to release emotions from the body in order for the body's function to change. That's what they taught us. They said, listen, if you got anger in your body, then that anger lives in your body. If you keep it in the body, you're going to find yourself getting angry and doing things and saying things. A lot of people say and do things, but why the hell did I do that? I don't know why. What took over me? It's because you have emotions that direct your behavior. And they say this to us all the time. Emotions, there's nothing that can happen. Nothing that can happen in the human world without an emotion. No action can occur without an emotion. It's an amazing, simple thing, isn't it? And when you can learn to change your emotional energy, you can change your functions of behavior. So if you've got an emotion in your body, say from childhood, I went through a lot of stuff when I was a child. And that which I went through as a child was very difficult and very painful. And I had a lot of fear and rage and anger that caused me to behave in ways that were very detrimental to me and to the people that I loved. I carried that anger for a lot of years before I realized and started getting information and guidance on how to let that go. And what you're hearing is the simplest and easiest mechanism. What you'll learn from master classes are the simplest and easiest ways to reclaim authority and autonomy over your mind and your emotions in your body. Once you can change your emotions, you have the ability to shift and change your emotional energy. What you will do in the world and what you can do in the world will change. All behavior requires an emotion. So every event in your life, poverty, wealth, health, disease, all of these require an emotion in order for them to function in physical reality. They do. Disease is an emotion functioning. And yes, even the things that, you can get poisoned with a chemical, yes, but the creation of those chemicals came from somebody. Like the toxic things that humans have made, somebody got an idea, got really excited about it, and created that chemical that did this. Oh, this is a pesticide, it'll kill bugs so we don't have bugs on our food. So the creation of every human innovation originates in a quality of emotion, in a desire, in a want, in a need. And so Lauren, you really need to retake the 102. I highly encourage you to do that. Right? For those of you that want to take our masterclass series, there are 3-week programs that each one runs in a sequence of 3 weeks. And it is a very, very simple but highly involved learning process. There are classes that run from Sunday to Friday each week for a period of 3 weeks. About 1 hour a day per class, with the exceptions of Mondays, Wednesday, and Friday, where the class can be a little bit longer because I'm channeling a particular being or entity that wants to articulate a specific practice or lesson to us. And it's a pretty amazing thing to go through a process where you see yourself one way and you know yourself to be another way. For those of you that did what the Ascended were walking us through just a little while ago, for those of you that actually were going through the breathing process and doing those things, you will have felt a difference. If you sincerely applied it, directed the body to relax, directed the mind, then you felt a change in your energy. And once you can start to change your own energy, that's when you can start to change, and your life will start to change when you can control and regulate your own emotional energy. Emotion, my guardian angel John, a few years ago said to me, William, emotion is the 5th state of energy. And it's a very profound truth. And you're going to know more about that in the not too distant future. But emotion is the 5th state of energy and organizes all of our human experiences. Right? The decisions that happened to what happened, and I send my love and my prayers to all of you in Los Angeles, my friends, the people that I know there. I send you much love. I ask the Spirit to provide you with less wind and more water. and that this end and pass very quickly. But those events were preventable. But emotions conduct people's behavior. Whether it's the draining of the reservoirs, whether it's the desire to tear down dams, whether it's the wish to restrict the budget on your fire department, doesn't matter what happened. What you must understand is that everything happened because of the emotions of the individuals involved. Someone felt it would be good to drain all the water out and do this instead. Every human behavior, good and not so good, requires an emotion for it to occur. Human abuses, war, great innovation, every human function requires an emotion in order for that function to occur. So release those old emotions from yourself, Lauren. Go really deeply into that, letting go of that emotion. Get it out of the body, because people hold emotions in their body. That's how behaviors get memorized, right? So let it go. Don't hold on to it. Thank you for that super chat, Manoj. I really appreciate it. Let's see. What are you saying here? Any message for me around the antiviral medication that I'm taking? Am I infected with the virus? And why my digestion is suffering? What can I do about it? Again, if you just understood what was said, I think your question was also answered. The emotions that we harbor, I'm going to speak from personal experience. You know, when the whole nonsense happened a few years ago with the jabbity jab and the martial law and things like that being declared in Canada and other places around the world, forcing people to put a substance in their body that was terribly untested and not proven in any scientific way to be effective, that thing affected. And even that behavior, the behavior of governments, is not about governments, it's about the individuals that make it up, that feel a certain way, believe a certain way. Desire for money, power, and control causes certain very specific behaviors. But the emotions that you harbor in your body, and for myself, I'm grateful to be alive. I'm truly grateful. I'm grateful for every moment to the best of my ability. I really aspire to live that way all the time. And during that process, I always hold to the idea that my body is healthy, vibrant, strong, that the love and the joy of the divine moves through me and in my life. Right? And through that whole period, I never even got a sniffle. And I went about my business normally. I did not stop living my life because some politician wanted to make more money or some individual was afraid. You do not allow your emotions to be governed by others, but you do have to take responsibility for the emotions that you harbor in your body and in your mind. If you can release your anger and you can release your fear and you can restore your body to a state of peace, the body knows how to deal with any disease. The body knows how to deal with any disease if you get it into a position where it can do its job properly. And if you provide it with the stuff that it needs to do its job properly. Your body is not who you are. It is an instrument that you utilize while in a physical dimension. And you need to make very clear and conscientious decisions about what you will eat and what you will drink, for these furnish the body with the resources that it needs to correct and repair itself. There is also the consideration of your beliefs and your ideas that you hold in your mind that there's something wrong with me, that the body will react and respond to the emotional considerations that you yourself will hold in your mind. There's something wrong with me, you might think. Well, that thought creates an emotion. That function of emotion induces actions into the body. When you get excited, the body does certain things. When you're sad, the body does certain things. Are you excited about the vitality of your body every day? You must understand that your function in relationship with your body depends a great deal on what you will think and what you will say and what you will do. It is your servant, not your master. With regard to your question about these specific things, yes, if you have enough belief in these things, they will do what you expect them to do. But your question would indicate to us that there is a part of you that does not believe that these things are doing what they're supposed to do. As a result of that, you can only get one result. If you believe it, if you are not sure it's going to work, then you will have problems because your unsureness will create certain conditions. But to sit in the incredible and wondrous body that you have, to sit in it and say, this body is powerful, strong, and vibrant. I'm so grateful for its systems of correction and repair. Bring to it the energy it needs. It will react and respond to you as easily as it will react and respond to someone else speaking to you. Learn to communicate to your body in clear, positive, loving, and decisive ways. As the emotions that you harbor in your mind will affect your body, the experiences of your past can affect your body now if you hold on to the emotions from your past. So it becomes very important to release emotions, even the ones you've carried for many years. Learn how to release them from your body. Wow. Very simple, eh? Learn how to let old emotions out of the body, right? What is going on? Bridget, you want to get a 3% food grade solution of hydrogen peroxide and spray it in your ears. Like literally spray it. You tilt your head sideways, spray it in the ear, leave the hydrogen peroxide in the ear until the bubbling gets to a minimum, and then do the other ear. A lot of people wear headphones now. A lot of people don't understand why there's so many ear, nose, and throat infections going on right now. I'll tell you why. A lot of people wear headphones and earplugs and earbuds all day long. When you close these ear canals up with earbuds for extended periods, you create an incubation chamber for pathogens. And most pathogens that get into your throat and into your lungs start in your ears. And there's a large increase over the last 20, 30 years of disease because people are creating an incubation chamber in the ears. The pathogens go in the ears. They migrate from the ear canal into the throat, and then they go into the lungs. But if you spray hydrogen peroxide in your ear in regular intervals, you start to feel a tickle in the throat or in the sinuses, spray some hydrogen peroxide in the ears. 3% food grade solution. Keep the head sideways, let it sit in there, and let it do its work. The hydrogen peroxide will kill the pathogens in the ear canal. It will not harm your eardrums. It's not going to harm your ears. And let it do its work, and then do both ears. If either Norma or I get a slight tickle, we do that immediately, right? Because we know, because sometimes we wear headphones too, but we also understand not to do that for too long a period of time, because you create a warm and comfortable area for pathogens to live. But that's the simplest answer for you there, Bridget, is, again, you want to kill those pathogens. Now, you can, a 3% solution, you can also spray it down the back of your throat, right? Just a couple of little sprays and let it sit. Don't swallow it, just let it sit. So let it sit for a while, and then drink some water down with it, right? Very exciting stuff. There are simple ways to heal everything. Get the spray bottle one, the small 3%. Hi. Hello, guys, over on TikTok. Good to see you. I believe I had 2 encounters with a Pleiadian, one which contacted me and the other watched me. Is it true? Yes, it is. There are many different beings that you do not see. You know, your eyes only allow you and your ears only allow you to perceive a certain spectrum of the light frequency and a certain spectrum of the sound frequency. There are beings that live outside the perception of our vibrational frequency, like our bodies vibrate in a certain level of density, right? And yet there are waves like cosmic rays, X-rays can pass right through your body, right? Well, there are beings that are living in phases of energy that can walk right by you and you won't even know they're there. And they won't even know you're there. But there are individuals that as your sensitivities get trained, as your perception expands beyond the 5 physical senses, you can perceive and tune into these other beings that are on many dimensions, angels, guides, ascended masters, divine beings. You can gain access to them when you learn to shift your perceptual apparatus from the range that it's in into a broader range, which is something our master classes will bring you to if you want to explore that realm of getting to know and connect to your guides, your angels, ascended masters, God, other beings that will assist you and give you knowledge and wisdom that you cannot get from this world, right? It's a very funny Fascinating and simple science. It's not complex. It's not difficult. You know they keep telling me that a lot of what they say through me, what they bring down through me, they say a lot of this will be validated within the next couple of years, that there are these different dimensions of people and beings that exist around us in a different phase of energy than we're in, right? Yeah, for those of you that are here now, hi. We have a small but mighty group today. That's really great. Hi. Well, I think I'm going to take one more question from TikTok and one more from YouTube, and then we're going to call it a day. Yeah. Long time since I had a message from my guides. Anything coming through for me, please and thank you. Well, if you've been listening very carefully, then there have been multiple messages that were designed directly for you, specifically for you. And you know that because you've heard them and you felt them. Yes. So it's very important that you spend more time meditating. You need to spend more time meditating, not just getting your mind and body. You need to ask for the divine to connect you, to look, literally seek and look for the divine. That's the words they're giving me to give to you. But to literally look for and seek when you got your mind and body quiet, but seek within the divine within you, right? Look for that within you. You can ask for it by name if you want to. Sweet Fairyish, do you feel that I have a respiratory allergy issue, please? My nose is stuffy and I'm experiencing some discomfort in my chest and lungs. I will see a new doctor probably this week. Again, I would request you and direct you to the same thing that we were told to tell Bridget. Get a 3% food grade solution of hydrogen peroxide, preferably in a small spray bottle, and spray it into your ear canals. Because again, if the pathogens have got a foothold in your ear canals, they'll keep propagating until the body builds up enough immunity to kill them in the lungs and the throat, right, and in the bloodstream. But you can kill them where the source is, because they keep migrating from the ears into the sinuses, into the throat, into the chest. That's the sequence. They go from here to here to here to here. That's the sequence, right? If you got a tickle in your throat, you can still stop it really easy, but you can put a stop to it very quickly and reduce it. Hydrogen peroxide, 3% solution. Right? That's what we've been taught. Thank you for following. Yeah, definitely do that. Well, everybody, I want to say thank you. I hope you have a wonderful and a joyful Saturday. Again, let the winds be still and the waters come for Los Angeles. You know, understand that nothing happens by chance. Nothing. In the human realm of creation, every event that we observe in the human realm is often a product of our emotional nature. Even events, even environmental catastrophes can be products of our human emotion individually and collectively. You emanate, when you speak a sound out of your body, when you speak a word, that sound moves at 756 miles an hour out of the mouth. And that vibration affects and influences things. So do your emotions. When you feel a certain way, it affects the world around us, what we feel and think, whether you know it or not. And when humans live in pain, anger, rage, greed, guilt, shame, those emotions affect not just your own body, but the space around you. When you live in emotions like joy and excitement, playfulness, compassion, excitement, you have a very different creative process of energy. So I send my love to all of you that suffer. that you may choose to look for and find within yourself the peace that you can learn to let go of your old emotions, your old thoughts, your old behaviors that no longer serve you. And if you really want to learn to do that, come and join our masterclass and you will learn. Have yourselves a wonderful and joyful day. If you want to know more about our masterclasses, go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com. And I will see all of you guys on the Monday edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul. Bye for now.